Welcome back, Days fans. Over the next 2 weeks in Salem, chaos explodes, secrets surface, and even the afterlife may have a say in who lives and who dies. From Philip Kuriaki's suffering a brutal attack, to Bo Brady's possible salvation from beyond, to E.J. DiMera surprising Cat Green with new layers of charm. Or something darker, Days of Our Lives is unleashing a storm of drama from May 12 through May 23. Today, we're breaking down every twist, theory, and danger in detail. This isn't just another 2 weeks in Salem, it's a fight for love, life, and possibly, redemption from the other side. Let's dive in. Philip Kuriakis has always been a man of ambition, but lately, that ambition has turned into something much darker, desperation. In the week of May 12 to 16, Philip crosses a line that may cost him everything. Desperate to get ahead and gain control, he hatches a secret plan to steal Versavix, the miracle drug that could save Bo Brady's life. But this isn't about saving lives, for Philip, it's about leverage. About power. About what this drug could mean for his place in the Kuriakis' legacy. To pull it off, he recruits Kevin Lambert, a former friend from the Last Blast crew and someone with insider access to the hospital lab, thanks to his work with Dr. Jeffrey Russell. Everything seems like it will go smoothly. Kevin will swipe the vials. Philip will stay in the shadows. No one gets hurt, until everything starts to unravel. At the exact same time, Steve Johnson and Sean Brady are planning a desperate break-in at the same lab, hoping to snatch a single dose to save Bo. What they don't know is that Philip's scheme has already compromised the plan. Spoilers hint that the vials could be dropped, smashed, or completely missing when Steve and Sean arrive. And just like that, a man's chance at survival turns into a disaster, one caused not by fate, but by Philip's greed. But karma in Salem always hits hard. And Philip? He won't walk away untouched. By the end of May, spoilers say he'll be violently attacked, and it won't be a simple scuffle. This could be revenge from Xander, or a confrontation gone wrong with Doug Williams III. Whatever the cause, the consequences are severe. Philip ends up hospitalized, bloodied and broken, his plans backfired in the worst possible way. And when Kate Roberts finds out her son is clinging to life, let's just say, the Kuriakis family won't be the same. While Philip's actions put lives at risk, another soul in Salem lingers between this world and the next. Bo Brady remains comatose, trapped in a fragile state, his fate uncertain. But this week, that uncertainty turns spiritual. As Days honors Bo and Hope's 40th wedding anniversary, emotion spills into the supernatural. Hope sits by Bo's bedside, heartbroken. She reflects on their love, their legacy, and the life they were supposed to have. She begs for him to return, not just for her, but for the story they still haven't finished writing. It's the kind of plea that shakes the heavens. And someone's listening. Julie Williams, sensing that love may not be enough, reaches out to a higher power. She sends up a prayer, not to a god, but to a man who once stood by Bo's side and still watches over Salem from beyond, Doug Williams. Could Doug intervene from the afterlife? Could his spirit reach Bo, pull him back from the edge of death when medicine has failed? Spoilers tease that a miracle is coming, but it won't come without sacrifice. Because as Bo hovers between life and death, another beloved character may be on the verge of leaving us for good. John Black's fate hangs in the balance. And with talk of organ failure, donation, and last chances, the lines between salvation and goodbye begin to blur. Could John's loss be Bo's saving grace? Could this be the ultimate act of friendship, one life traded to bring another back? In Salem, the afterlife isn't just a place, it's a force. And for Bo Brady, a second chance may already be on its way, from a place no one expected. E.J. DiMera has always been a man of contradictions, smooth on the outside, scheming underneath. And now, in the next 2 weeks, one woman may start peeling back the layers to see the truth underneath the charm. Cat Green has been warming up to EJ. At first, it was flirtation, light banter, subtle sparks. But now, she's getting closer. Closer than anyone should, when dealing with a DiMera. What Kat doesn't know is that EJ isn't just struggling with his feelings, he's battling the gaps in his memory. He still doesn't remember all the details of the night he was shot. All signs point to Johnny, his own son, as the possible shooter, but there's something missing. And it's driving EJ to dig deeper, even if that means he uncovers truths that hurt. Flashbacks begin to return, partial images, shattered sounds, the pieces of a puzzle that still doesn't quite make sense. Could Rachel Black have been involved? EJ's suspicions shift constantly, but his cold resolve never fades. He wants answers, and if Kat gets too close to his secrets, she may end up seeing a side of EJ that's far less charming, and far more dangerous. Because Kat is starting to ask questions. Questions about his motives. Questions about his memories. Questions about what really happened that night. The mask is slipping, and Kat Green is about to find out that falling for a DiMera always comes with a price. While EJ dances with danger, more secrets are beginning to crack the surface across Salem. Sarah Horton Kuriakis has never been someone you can easily fool, and this time, she's watching Xander closely. Xander's sudden interest in purchasing the hospital doesn't add up. He claims it's about investment, about progress, but Sarah knows better. She suspects he's hiding something, and she may be right. Xander's entanglement with Philip's Versavic's scheme could blow up everything, especially when Sarah starts connecting the dots between the missing vials, Philip's suspicious behavior, and the timing of Xander's new business deal. And speaking of shaky alliances, Alex Kuriakis is trying to have it both ways. On one hand, he's committed to Stephanie Johnson. He believes in her manuscript, and is determined to make her a star through Titan DiMera Publishing. But on the other hand, there's Gabby Hernandez. Gabby paid $15,000 in a charity auction for one unforgettable night with Alex, and she intends to get her money's worth. Lavish dinner, full attention, no distractions. Gabby wants romance, seduction, a night to remember. But what she doesn't realize is that Alex's heart isn't in it. He's smiling, yes, he's playing the part, but his mind? It's still on Stephanie. And that makes the situation dangerous, because in Salem, pretending never lasts long. Especially when hearts and reputations are on the line. Meanwhile, a younger love story is teetering on the edge of something far more emotional. Sophia Choi turns 18, officially a legal adult, able to make decisions without her mother's interference. She's preparing to go through with an adoption plan for her unborn child, but as the due date inches closer, doubts begin to creep in. Is she doing the right thing? Tate Black, who's been her quiet support system throughout this journey, may start feeling the same pull. Are they really ready to say goodbye to their baby? Or is there a future neither of them had considered, one where they become more than friends, and more than just teenagers making hard decisions? These aren't just side stories. These are the emotional threads that Days of Our Lives weaves into every explosive twist, quiet, powerful moments that remind us that the biggest betrayals often begin in silence. In Salem, even the quietest moments can turn into something unforgettable. At a small cafe in the town square, Marlena Evans sits down with Susan Banks for what should be a peaceful breakfast. The two women share a rare moment of calm, until the air suddenly shifts. EJ DiMera arrives. What begins as casual small talk quickly grows tense. There's history here, unspoken tension, and perhaps unfinished business. Marlena tries to keep the mood light, but Susan, ever attuned to the unseen, begins to feel something strange. And then, Marlena's phone rings. She answers and freezes. John Black has been found. Relief washes over her. Her eyes fill with tears. After all the silence, the fear, the unanswered questions, John is alive. But before Marlena can fully process the miracle, Susan clutches her arm. Something's not right. She can't explain it. She just knows. A wave of dread crashes over her, and her voice trembles as she whispers. It feels like someone just stepped over their grave. The celebration pauses. Because in Salem, life never returns without something being taken in exchange. And while Marlena prepares to welcome John home, someone else's soul may be preparing to leave. So what does the next chapter in Salem look like? A mother prays for her son's soul. A miracle drug is shattered by greed. A woman falls for a man with a fractured mind. And love is tested, by guilt, by secrets, and by spirits who still walk among the living. Philip's ambition may cost him everything. Bo Brady's life may hang on a connection that stretches beyond this world. And John Black's return may mark the beginning of another tragic goodbye. So we ask you, will Bo be saved, or traded for another soul? Is EJ redeemable, or is Kat falling into the arms of a devil? And will the truth about Rachel, Johnny, and the shooter finally come to light? Drop your theories in the comments. Let's talk about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you're the first to know when Salem's next secret explodes. Because in days of our lives, the living lie, the dead whisper, and no one ever stays buried for long.